Ever since the dawn of YouTube, tier lists have kind of been a thing. And I was looking at my channel and I realized, I've never done a tier list. And then I thought to myself, what should I make a tier list on? I wouldn't mind doing one. And then, have you seen my channel? Yeah, of course it's going to be about Zelda. But not just any part of Zelda. No, my first tier list will be about the companions of the Legend of Zelda. Alright, I got the tier list set up for us, and as you can see, I got everyone in release order. However, we might not stick to that, but we will at first. So first up, we have Navi. And how do I feel about Navi? I think Navi's a good companion. She's nothing special, but nothing... She's kind of nothing, really. I don't hate Navi. I really don't have much to say about her. As a kid, I liked her. I didn't think she was annoying and intrusive, but as an adult, especially during my randomizers, she still pipes in and wants stuff. Why? I don't know. Yes, I know I can disable it in the randomizer, but I don't. That's kind of my own fault. All right, Navi. I'm going to put you in B tier for now. I might come back to that and change that, but at least for now, I think Navi deserves to be in B tier. She's kind of just middle of the road, kind of average. Not special, not horrible, just Navi. All right, so next up we have Tatl. I like Tatl more than Navi. How much more? We'll figure that out. Let's see. Tatl was introduced in Majora's Mask. Starts off as being a bit of an ass, but I don't mind it. Because to me, at least, Tatl has a bit more personality. While Navi's just kind of your navigator. Tatl's a bit more in with the story, just a little bit. At least she has a reason to be there. She got separated from her sister, or is it brother? I don't remember now. Either way, she gets separated after being a total to Link, and then it's like, oh, hey, Link, guess what? I need help. I'm sorry I was such an ass to you. So at least Tatl has a bit more personality and sass, which I like in my Zelda companions, as we'll soon find out. So I'm going to put Tatl just above Navi. I think that is a good place for Tatl. All right, and next up, we're going out of order. I'm getting all these stupid fairies out of the way. If you have played Bravely Default, you will understand why I do not like fairies. Anyway, so Ciela. Is it Ciela? Is that how it's pronounced? I don't really remember Ciela. I don't really care about Ciela. I just remember her being Navi too. They literally reused Navi's voice lines for Ciela. There's really not a lot of good to say about Ciela. I'm just going to slap her in the... Is it a D or C tier? I'm going to slap her in D tier. We might come back to that, but for now, I think Ciela needs to go in D tier. She's just a Navi clone. I know she's important to the plot, and she does have a quirky attitude. I like her chemistry with Linebeck, who is also in this companion list because he is a companion. And she's just not as good, though. She's just not as good. I hate saying that, but yeah, Ciela, you're going in the D tier. All right, next up we have... You know what? Let's do Ezlo. Is it Ezlo? Elzo? It's been a while. I think it's Ezlo. Let's do Ezlo. Let's call him the Minish Cap. We are doing the Minish Cap. I want to say it's been about 3 or 4 years since I last played Minish Cap. It has been a while, but I do like Ezlo. Ezlo is a good character. He's a major part of the story. He is the Minish Cap. Well, he also made the Minish Cap, but details. He's the reason Vadi is a villain, kind of. And on top of all that, he's literally on top of the situation. And just for that, he goes into B tier. I think he's above Tatl. He's definitely above Tatl. And Navi. Yeah, he's on top. He's on top of the situation. You know what? Okay, I'm just kidding. We're putting him back in B tier. He's not that on top. Oh, hey, real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the tier list. But if you could, could you, like and subscribe and all that cool YouTube stuff. I have a goal of hitting 50,000 subscribers and making this a full-time job, so do it. All right, and now we have the Prince of Red Lions. Oh my god. I am just farming comments. I am so sorry. The King of Red Lions. I will not farm the comments. Anyway, so the King of Red Lions. He's a pretty good companion character. I like that he hijacks Tetra's magic stone, and basically the game makes you think that Tetra is going to be the companion character with her little rocks, and she's like, oh, Link, I stuck this in your pocket. Now I can talk to you. And then she just doesn't until like one other instance in the game. And then it's just the King of Red Lions. Even then, he doesn't use the stone that much. It's mostly while you're at sea. He's a really good companion character. I like that he's the freaking King of Hyrule. That is awesome. That is awesome, King of Red Lions. That's already putting you up in A tier. But do you deserve S tier? No, I don't think he deserves S tier. He's a very good companion. I like that he sticks around with Toon Link basically the whole game. You literally ride him into battle. He's your grapple. He's your cannon. He's your sail. He's a lot of good things for you on the ocean. He is a very, very good character. I like the way he's written, and I like how he just steals the show at the end. Ganon Daddy's about to win, but the King of Red Lion's like, no, I wish for the destruction of Hyrule. Let it rain. Let it pour. Bury us beneath the waves. A tier. He is a very, very good companion. All right, these last four are what I want to call the Giga Chads of the Legend of Zelda. Because honestly, these four are like the top tier best companions. They're all at least an A tier. I just got to assess where in A tier or even S tier they belong. But these four are by far the best companions. So let's start with Linebeck. What is so special about Linebeck? Have you played the Phantom Hourglass? If not, please turn off the video. Actually, no. Save it to your watch later because I want your watch time. Save this video to your watch later. Go play Phantom Hourglass. And in fact, you know what? Go play Spirit Tracks. Go play Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess. That way you know what I'm talking about for these last four. It is that insane. Okay, but anyway, we're talking about Linebeck right now. What is so great about Linebeck? His writing is phenomenal. So he makes a really, really good foil for our hero, actually. And I always like the little things he does. Every time you get off an island, he's like, oh, sorry, mate, I can't come with you because I twisted my ankle just stepping off the boat. Anyway, Link, sounds like you're going on that temple yourself. Bring me back some money. I don't know why I gave him that voice. He always has some reason to stay and guard the ship. And then on top of that, he's always running from his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend gets on the boat, he hides in the box like a coward. Oh, responsibilities? I'm not doing that. Like, take care of that for me. He's awesome. I love it. And then just at the end of the game, partway through the game, he's told, I will grant you one wish if you do this for me. Oh, yeah, I'm risking it all. And by that, I mean Link's risking it all. And at the end, his ship gets destroyed. By the way, spoilers for a 20-year... Oh, gosh, it actually is almost 20 years old. But anyway, his ship gets destroyed. He has a change of heart. He becomes courageous and actually saves Link. And what does he wish for? He wishes for his ship back. He could have an armada of ships. He could have enough money to buy a brand new ship. All he wants is the ship that him and Link went on their adventure in together. And to me, that's awesome. And that's at least an A tier. At least an A tier. That definitely puts him above the King of Red Lions. All right, and now we have Robot, or as other people like to call her, Fee, or Fi. Is it Fee or Fi? I don't know! So I can already see a lot of you in the comments. Ew, Fee! Where's F tier? Where's F tier overload? None of these characters are in F tier. None of these characters are that bad they need to go in F tier. Ciela in D tier, yeah. But there's no F tier characters here. So, where should we put Fee? Fi. I'm going with Fee. So, as a teenager, I didn't mind Fee. In fact, I kind of liked Fee a lot. I thought she was a really good companion. As an adult, however, she's annoying. And I am so glad they fixed her in the remake. Because, Master, your batteries are low. I am pinging you to tell you about the pinging. I you not. Master, you have been playing for a while. Why don't you try touching grass? Weeb. Honestly, if Groose was on this list, he'd be S tier. Anyway, Fee is a really good companion. I like that she's always there with Link, and I like how over the course of the game, she does slowly go from being this, Master, I am a robot, to, Master, I'm a robot, ooh-woo. Okay, maybe not that far. But she does grow as a character, and I like that a lot. I am going to put her as a very high, I think she's the top of B tier. I don't think she's bad. I think she's definitely better than Navi, Tatl, Ezlo. She does not top the King of Red Lions. He is the king. And Linebeck, she's not even in the same league. So now we have the god tier of Zelda companions. That's right. Spirit Tracks Zelda, or the Twilight Princess herself, Midna. Man, this is going to be a tough one. Let's start with Spirit Tracks Zelda. This is definitely one of the best companion characters in the entire series. She is so badass, it's not even funny. And she doesn't even try. That's the best part. She doesn't try. And she just comes off as this total badass. I like at the beginning of the game, you take her out of the castle, you sneak her out. Then the bad guy, I don't even remember the bad guy's name. He is kind of forgettable. Zaps her, kills her, she dies. She freaking dies. They did it. Nintendo finally killed a Zelda. I wish. So her spirit gets separated from her body. And there's this whole thing. We're like, I'm so sad. Link, go fix it. I'm going to sit around and do nothing. And then like this grandma character, one of the Locomos, is like, why don't you just go with Link? It makes a lot more sense. And she's like, but I'm a princess. I'm supposed to sit on my ass and wait on the hero. And she's like, you fucking bitch. Get out there with the hero and do something, you ass! So then, Zelda actually accompanies Link, which is awesome. They need to do that again. It is so good that they did that. And then there's a point, Link's about to die. He's literally about to die. And Zelda, she throws herself in front of Link, even though there's nothing she can do. She throws herself in front of Link. And she ends up possessing the Phantom. It's a Phantom that was going to kill Link. And she's like, oh, I can possess Phantoms. I have a giant sword and a giant shield. Let's do this, Link. And then just throughout various parts of the game, Zelda will possess Phantoms, guard Link, fight with Link. It's incredible. It's awesome. And then in the final act, spoiler for a 15-year-old game, she gets her body back. And she still helps out in the final fight. Yes, I know Tetra did that. We're not talking about her, though. She's not a companion. But you have to, like, draw lines, and she joins in. And at the very climax, Link's trying to push Malladus. Oh, hey, yeah, his name was Malladus. I finally remembered. Link's trying to push Malladus back, and he can't do it by himself. I mean, he's like, what, 12, 13? It's Toon Link. So she runs up, and then they both, like, grab the sword and shove it in the Malladus' skull. It's so awesome. This Zelda is so badass. She is going straight to the god tier of S tier. And now we have Princess Twilight herself, Midna. This is going to be a tough one. I already know she's going into the S tier. But is she going to be ahead of Princess Zelda? Or is she going to be below a Princess Zelda? This is a toughie. I really like Midna, as a bunch of people do. I know that's not a hot take. Everyone who has played Twilight Princess loves Midna. Midna is a really good companion. She has so much sass, so much spunk. She adds so much character to the game. Just the little things she does. Peak. It's absolute peak. Just from the moment you meet her, she just has this like conniving but yet dominant attitude. And that's probably a really good way to describe Midna, especially at the end. But she just has this like commanding presence that is just like so great. But then she does quirky stuff like puts the shield on her face and waves the sword and it's like, I can't use this crap. And she's just such a tsundere. That is the perfect way to describe her. She is a tsundere. She's like, yeah, I didn't get this for you. I got it for me, but I can't use it. So you can take it if you want. And it's just stuff like that. She's like, well, I don't really care, but it's on our way. I guess we can help them if we want. Like, it's never for her, but she has that kind heart. Underneath that thick tsundere helmet, she has a very kind heart, and I do appreciate that about her. And on top of that, have I mentioned the final scene about her? Anyway, we'll get to that part later. And then just the advice that she gives Link throughout, like, it doesn't come off as condescending or, hey, you're an idiot, you should do this, like Navi, or, Master, your batteries are low in your Wii remote. It's actually good, and they put some character behind it. I like that. And then after the third temple, when you finally got to know Midna a bit more, and you're like, well, this character's not bad. She almost dies. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got to save Midna. So you're frantically trying to get back to Hyrule Castle. You gotta save Midna. It's just this totally do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And it's just such a good setting. It's like, that's when you realize, holy shit, I care a lot about this character. I don't want them to die. And they set that up perfectly. And then you go to the Desert Colossus when you're like, oh, she's actually the Twilight Princess. And then the credits roll. I'm just kidding, that didn't actually happen. But then it's like, oh, well, I guess you know a bit more, even though it was kind of obvious. But then you just learn more about Midna, and at that point, she really opens up to Link. She's a lot more cool. She kind of drops the tsundere shell, and she really wants to help out. And then when you take the fight to Zant, and you invade the Twilight Palace, and she's like, oh no, my subjects! And you know, she really cares about her people. It sucks that she kind of doesn't want them to see her, but I kind of get that. So she wants to save her subjects. You take the fight to Zant. You find out Zant's a total freak. And then if you actually read the Twilight Princess manga, it's so good. It adds so much more to this scene, but we're not judging that. And just where she gets the few shadows back, and then she obliterates Zant with like one punch. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm strong. It's like, yeah, you are. I can't wait to take this. I just wish you could play as that. I wish you could play as Midna with like her few shadows. That would be great. Well, we got Hyrule Warriors. So then you go to Hyrule Castle. Like the way she just sacrifices herself to save Zelda, to save Link, to try to 1v1 Ganondorf, which you know is not going to work because we're the hero. Link's the hero. We're taking out Ganondorf. Nice try, Midna. That's my glory. But then just when Ganon crumbles the Fused Shadow, just like you feel that rage that Link feels, that, oh my gosh, he just killed the best character in the game. We are going to kill you, Daddy Dwarf. And then, you know, you kill Daddy Dwarf, and then I don't know if she didn't die or if the light spirits revived her. Either way, you find out she's alive. And now that Daddy Dwarf is dead, the curse breaks, and she is a thick dommy mommy. Yeah! I'm sorry. But anyway, you see her true form, and you're like, oh. Anyway, I think I'm going to take up permanent residence in the Twilight Realm now, and this is still tough. This is still tough. I'm gonna go with Midna just being just slightly above Zelda, and I can think of 2 reasons. So yeah, there is my companion tier list for Zelda. I think this looks right. Yeah, yep. All right, yep, that's my tier list. I'm going to stick to it. Outro overload, you can do your thing now. And there you have it. That was my tier list on the companions of the Legend of Zelda series. Do you agree with it? If so, let me know down below. Do you disagree with it? You probably do. So also comment down below and tell me I'm a moron. And as always, a big shout out to my Patreons, JD Graw and TMD Torben MD. Thank you guys so much for the support, it means a lot. And hey, you can support me for as little as $1 a month, just so you know. And that's going to do it for today's video. I think the next video should be a skit video. What do you all think?